established, then I guess we follow. Right, please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we know at this time of the day, no doubt you are getting hungry, but you have a wonderful treat early today where we have the public speaking prowess of three gentlemen on or near the top table.
Not Richard, please.
Sit down. We don't have any extra here, man. I'm in Rotherham.
You're him.
And the gentleman who's going to set the standard for the others to follow, the father of the bride, Mr. Wayne Pickering.
Good afternoon, everybody. Before we start, I'd like to apologise if anybody dies of starvation or ends up with some, problems. It's not my fault. I didn't want the speeches first. That's Richard. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I'd like to thank those that's actually travelled a long way today very much. I know it's not having to travel that far. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Joan and Les to the family. Nice to see you. What else we've got here now? Well, when Emma told me that she was going to get married, I said, "Are you absolutely sure? You're not rushing into this, are you?" She says, "No, Dad. I've been practicing for 9 or 10 years." I really delighted, because as a father you always look to the future, and not someday you're going to actually walk your daughter down the aisle and you actually wonder just how they would look. But today I could never imagine just how beautiful that Emma looked today. You look absolutely fabulous, my love.
In here.
You screwed well.
We lost that out,
Emma has never looked as happy and elegant as she does today in her life. There's been 1 or 2 occasions that she's looked a little bit bereft, I think the word is. Yeah, bedraggled and whatever. I remember when she was growing up, once or twice she did try to break her head. One occasion we ended up at Rotherham Infirmary after she fell out the cabin bed onto her head. Next morning I'm sat there being asleep all night, being quizzed on child abuse, and Emma's having her breakfast.
She still can't go down.
Another occasion I remember is actually in South Africa, when we actually first emigrated out there. We all had to take TB, and unfortunately they don't give it by injection, you have to take it orally. And believe me, it's absolutely disgusting. I took mine first, and you could rely on Nicola to take hers because she's good. But Emma, after 2 or 3 minutes of trying to prise her mouth open, we eventually got the medicine in. She immediately spat it in the doctor's face. And I think I knew then that she would be fine in life, because she's a little girl that knows exactly what she likes, good head on her shoulders, and knows what she wants. But the worst occasion, and to be quite honest, it actually really scared me, is I remember once Emma running into the front room, really pleased that she'd actually used the potty, tripped, fell head first into a wooden settee and split her head open, 4 stitches. But what I failed to tell you is that the knickers were around her ankles. Things don't change, do they, Richard? No. Things don't change. While I'm actually speaking to Richard, Richard, I'd like to officially welcome you to the family. It's been a long time joining us, and you still managed to join us. I can't offer you any advice, but what I can say is that not only have you got a good wife and mother, but you've probably got the best friend you will ever have. So on that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to all rise and toast to Emma and Richard, wishing them a happy future. To Emma and Richard.
Emma and Richard.
Follow that.
So while the father and bride might say follow that, our bridegroom today, buoyed by the enthusiasm of Sheffield Wednesday victory, come on! Right, ladies and gentlemen, your bridegroom will now respond, Mr. Richard Overend.
Yeah.
I will literally read as quick as I can. Rose, if you win there. Right, firstly, can I start by saying a massive thank you from myself and the wife for coming here today to spend this special day with us. It means a huge amount to us both, to our family and close friends, and it wouldn't have been the same without you. It might have been a few quid cheaper, like, could have knocked a few off, but you're all here, so you're all safe.
Even me?
She's special needs. I'd like to say thanks in advance for all your cards, gifts, and hopefully non-bouncing checks. Any that do bounce, you will be hunted down. We will find you later. I'd like to say Matthew, thank you. A massive thank you to our parents for everything they've done to make today happen. You've all been very generous. I'm sure that we would not have done it all that. I can't say enough, really can't.
Not crying.
I'd really like to thank Jackie and Wayne for bringing up such a lovely daughter, and thank you for making me so welcome in your families. Cheers it up.
A drink.
You know you're going to pay for this forever, don't you?
Mum, Dad.
Okay. On to the next paragraph.
I want to move down a bit.
Come
on. A massive thank you. James, Chloe. Thanks for putting up with us. I know that going round the wedding fair, only about 20 times, is not ideal, but you've got a chocolate fountain, many occasions, and you make that much cake that you are the connoisseurs, without doubt. You both look absolutely amazing today. We're very, very proud of you, both. You're amazing.
Somebody get him some vodka.
You don't mind.
Right, you now. I'd like to thank my wife for agreeing to marry me and making me the happiest man in the world. She agreed, it was absolutely stunning to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And took me breath away twice today when you walked down now, because I had to check twice to make sure it had been done in there. And as it turns out, alright, thank you very much. Best thing I've ever spent that. We've been together for 10 years now. Good times, tough times, we're still here though, aren't can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. And I promise to do everything that I can to make it. Oi!
What is it?
Blind like stealer.
You're not speaking, Nicola.
We've got two amazing children who certainly keep us on his toes, and we're lucky to have them because they are absolutely exceptional. I love you in so many ways, so many reasons. You know me, you understand me, you love me, and you definitely put up with me. You make me laugh, you make me smile, and you have a way of just making me feel. You're your best friend.
You're only friends.
Thanks for marrying me, and thanks for putting up with me. Not just now, but in the future as well. As I say, I hope we'll have many happy years together.
It's not me now, is it?
Yep. No. Right. I'd now like to pass you over to Benjamin Keith Patrick Robertson, who has a private schooling background. You can't believe it, can you? He's the best mate, he's the best man, and he has been for well over 20 years. And that is without doubt. He's always been there for me, a true friend, and I know that there's somebody that I can always turn to and depend on.
Don't set me off.
Very good stag do. There were a couple of people that didn't quite make it as far as we need. But that's enough about Liam anyway. Lightweight! And cheers, Carl, for making a lot of people very upset on love. What is it? Put your hand up! Put your hand up! What's the diamond? It's over there, you want to keep the living daylights out. I'm fortunate enough to have some really short good friends that made it there, and I think we had a good crack. We certainly had a good drink in a way, and you never know, we might do it again sometime. Not my side, don't Alright, sorry. So for the next 5 minutes, hopefully no longer, I would like to hand you over to my best man. But before I do it, let me just let you know about a certain event that happened very recently. Saturday, March 17th, we all sat very quietly watching the rugby. England versus Ireland. I think it's a nice thing, Phil. It was in an altercation with my new brother-in-law, Damien Pickering. Some say it was an unfortunate event. Some say it was a but we all know that Damien took him out. Ben might say it was a game of head balloon or something like that. But little did we know that Damien said it was that hard. And that your nose could leak that much. Since this unfortunate event, he's been struggling with words and his short and long-term memory, which brings me to the best point. Basically, what he's done with his speech is just piece a little bit of information together. And well, basically, I think the majority of it's probably made up. You've all got salt and pepper on your table. I'd like it all now to put some salt in your hand and take a good pinch, because he's definitely lying about the majority of it. Well, thanks for all being here. I've done it without crying. Can't even believe it. Nicola, Chloe, James, Harry, Eva. You look amazing today. It's good dress tonight.
Did you pick a good dress?
You were starting point. You were our colour theme. Thanks for being here. You've been absolutely fantastic. You all look absolutely amazing. And if you can all raise your glasses. Alright, if you want. Bridesmaids, page boys. Bridesmaids.
So, ladies and gentlemen, one round of applause, please, for the bridegroom. himself under reasonable control. If you can't cry at a wedding, you can't cry anywhere, so there's no shame in that. Ladies and gentlemen, they do say that what we hear last at a wedding is what we remember the most. So now we'd like to invite a man who's a legend in his own line. The best man, Mr. Ben Robinson.
That's why my ears swelled up and all. Right, everyone, those of you that don't know me, I'm Ben Richards, best man, 8th reserve best man, like, but still best man. Never mind.
Somebody had to do it, didn't they?
I've been looking forward to saying this speech ever since he first asked me to be best man. I know he's been looking forward to it too. We actually had a little chat last week about the speeches, and he told me there were 4 things I couldn't talk about. So, well, that were a right cock end for a mistake, wasn't it? So apparently I'm not allowed to mention sex, ex-girlfriends, health issues, or his mum's feeling towards me. And I'm probably not allowed to swear either. But never mind, let's see how that works out for him then. To be totally honest though, no, it's alright, we'll get to that bit in a minute. To be totally honest though, I'm actually taking my best man duties quite seriously. And if we're totally honest, I've exceeded everyone's expectations by getting him here on time and half sober. And myself too. Only half sober, we had a bit of champagne, don't we? Don't drink and drive, kids, remember that. Right, there's a bit here about thanking bridesmaids and groom and everybody else, but I'm not allowed to do that. Shut that page away. Right, first of all, this bit is quite serious. I'd like to get a round of applause for Emma. The bride, she looks stunning, even better than normal. Emma, everybody, yeah. And just one more round of applause, please, for Richard, for getting Emma to go out with him in the first place. Right, I can honestly say that Emma is by far and away the best girl that Richard's ever been anywhere near. When I used to look out the bedroom window and see him walking down the street, I was never quite sure if he was out on another date or helping one at dinner with another one of the cattle collies. That's probably where he got this bad back from he keeps talking about all the time. So that's ex-girlfriends, check. Health issues, check. Moving on. Right? I've known Richard since he was about, well, since I was 4 years old, so how's that now? About 20 years ago. Yeah, something like that. That's about right, isn't it? Yeah? I can remember the first day we met, when he first moved into the manor house opposite me in Mickleborough. There was only 2 at the time. I didn't realise what a good friend he would become, or how much we'd both change. One has managed to grow, the other one grew a bit stubble. So many stories I can tell you about. Let's see what happens to his face at the start of each sentence now. There was this time he thought it'd be a good idea to throw ball bearings all over cars that were driving past. Oh, no, you're not allowed to talk. This is my time. There was also the time we decided to throw a lit firework out of the driver's window of the car I was driving, only for it to miss the window and go off in my face. That's where I got these 2 little ball patches from. I ain't receiving, I've been bullied. I definitely won't mention him being brought home in a police car. We'll forget about that one, eh? And I definitely won't mention the time he drove his mum's Fiat Uno to the back of my mum's Ford Escort. Oh, how all we laughed about that. That brought the families really close together. Well done, Richard. One little story I will tell you about, though, paints a bit of a picture of Richard, probably myself as well. He decided to have a little gathering one day at his house when his mum had